If you want to calm down your mast cells, you got to reduce your device usage, okay? If you're on devices all day, 24/7, and you're on your phone, you're watching the computer, or you're, watching TV, whatever it is, you're not even giving your body time to relax. You're constantly having these electromagnetic frequencies shot at you, and it affects your mast cells. Your mast cells want to calm down. They don't want to constantly be stimulated by something you're looking at and observing constantly that dysregulates the limbic system because it's this dopamine hits, dopamine hits, dopamine hits. What you need is steadiness, balance. The mast cells have been conditioned to be reactive because you've been reacting to foods, you've been reacting to what you inhale, you've been observing things that are up and down, right? That are up and down. You've been constantly stuck in the loop. And this is what happens. This is what happens when people have mast cell activation and they get stuck in the loop and they can't exit it because they keep being focused in this, they're stuck in this hyper stimulated mode where they're constantly focusing on the next thing that's happening 3 days from now that could be concerning, or this fear or this perceived danger. Or if they're not doing that, then they're stimulated with their phone, or they're reading something. It's like their body can't calm down. The solution to this is you get off your device, you start doing some slow, deep breathing and meditation, okay? If you can't do it in quiet, then put on a healing frequency, something like 432 hertz. You can get that on YouTube, put it on. Calm yourself down a couple times during the day. Calm yourself down. Allow your body to go ahead and have time away from your devices. Put your devices up. Allow them to be away. When you don't really need to watch TV, don't watch TV. When you don't need to call someone, don't sit there on your phone and mess around. When you're out in the park and you're not doing anything, don't pull out your phone. Look around. Take the sights of nature and relax. Focus on what's in front of you. Focusing on your phone is not what's in front of you. It's focusing on something other than what's in front of you. Everybody's looking at their phone nowadays. Nobody's looking at each other in the eyes. Everybody's just looking at their phone. It's just ongoing 24/7. So if you want to be able to heal from mast cell activation, you got to be able to be okay in your own mind. You can't keep distracting yourself with the next device, the next thing that's going to stimulate you. You got to be able to have time and quiet time in your own mind, be able to address those thoughts that are challenging the past trauma that led you there in the first place, and be able to figure out what you actually want with your life past where you're at right now. And this is how you overcome mast cell activation. Yeah, of course you need to address mycotoxins and food sensitivities and past trauma and things like that. But if you're in a situation where you're chronically stimulated from using these devices, you're chronically being irritated from these EMFs unknowingly, you're chronically being exposed to radiation when you're holding your phone, you're near these things, then you're going to be in a place where it's going to be hard to go ahead and restore normalcy in your nervous system, because your nervous system gets irritated by these EMFs. It gets irritated by this hyperstimulation, the chronic stimulation and observation of things, via these devices. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. My website is endsickness.org. I got hundreds of articles, hundreds of videos in there teaching you how to heal yourself. Thanks for watching, everybody. And EMF is a very real thing. Limit your time, focus your time on meditation and deep breathing. This will be much, much more beneficial for you in the long run. No, it's not as fun as the EMF, the meditation and the breathing, but it's far more restorative and far more beneficial.